A London street bursts with life, a blanket of snow softening the festive chaos of Christmas Eve. Shoppers rush by, arms overflowing with gifts, their breath misting in the crisp, cold air. Laughter rings out as children pelt each other with snowballs, their joyful cries echoing. Carols fill the air, mingling with the rhythmic clip-clop of horses, a symphony of holiday cheer. The formidable Scrooge and Marley counting house looms, a bastion of austerity against the swirling snow. Its weathered sign hangs like a silent decree, a stark testament to years of cold, unyielding business. Snow dances around the edifice, yet seems to shy away, as if repelled by an unseen force. The building stands defiant, a monument to coldness amidst the wintry landscape. Each stone whispers tales of relentless calculation and joyless pursuit of profit. Even the elements conspire to avoid its grim facade, leaving it isolated in icy disdain. The counting house is a study in austerity, lit only by meager daylight. Ebenezer Scrooge sits hunched at his desk, his gaunt face, framed by a sharp nose and tight lips, reveals a soul consumed by bitterness and greed. With meticulous precision, he counts his money, each coin a testament to his solitary existence. The air hangs heavy with the silence of a life devoid of warmth, echoing the emptiness in Scrooge's heart. Inside Scrooge's counting house, a biting draught sweeps through the room. Bob Cratchit huddles in a frigid corner, his breath misting in the air. His fingers, numb with cold, struggle to grip the quill. He continues to write in the ledger, the scratching sound echoing in the sparse office. Shivering, Cratchit fights the cold, his face pinched with discomfort. Inside Scrooge's dim counting house, Fred strides in, a beacon of warmth against the bleak backdrop. The air crackles with a stark contrast between Fred's cheer and the counting house's gloom. Fred's vibrant energy clashes with the cold, calculating atmosphere of his uncle's domain. He bursts into the room, his voice ringing out with the joyous proclamation, "Merry Christmas!" The sound echoes, a defiant note of holiday spirit in the heart of Scrooge's cheerless world. Fred's smile widens, undeterred by the oppressive atmosphere, ready to spread his festive joy. Dim light barely pierces Scrooge's counting house, illuminating mountains of ledgers engulfing his desk. Scrooge sits hunched, his face a mask of displeasure as he surveys his domain. Fred stands before him, radiating holiday cheer that clashes with the room's gloom. The air is frigid, mirroring Scrooge's cold heart as he glares at his nephew. His eyes narrow, a storm brewing within him at the mere sight of joy. Scrooge's voice cracks through the silence, dismissing the cheer with a curt, "Bah! Humbug!" Two portly gentlemen enter Scrooge's counting house, their faces bright with hope and ledgers in hand. "We are seeking a charitable donation for the poor, Mr. Scrooge," one of the gentlemen says, his voice earnest. Scrooge's eyes narrow, his face hardening as he leans forward, a storm brewing within him. "The poor should go to workhouses or prisons," Scrooge retorts, his words cutting through the room like a winter wind. Inside his dimly lit counting house, Scrooge coldly dismisses the Christmas revelers, his face a mask of disdain. He slams the door, the sound echoing through the silent, austere room. Bent over his ledger, Scrooge's quill scratches furiously across the page, each stroke a denial of the season's joy. Gold coins gleam under the weak light, reflecting in Scrooge's avaricious eyes, as he counts his wealth with grim satisfaction. Outside, the sounds of Christmas cheer are a distant hum, unheard and unheeded by the miserly Scrooge. Lost in his calculations, he is utterly alone, a prisoner of his own making, oblivious to the world's warmth. A dim fire flickers, casting shadows across Scrooge's counting house, where dust motes dance in the weak candlelight. Scrooge, gaunt and hunched, eyes Bob Cratchit, with thinly veiled displeasure, his face etched in the dim light. The only sound is the scratching of Scrooge's quill on the ledger, each stroke marking time and money. "Very well, Cratchit." Scrooge relents, his voice sharp. "But I'll dock your pay for the lost time." Under a sky heavy with snow, Scrooge walks alone, his figure stark against the desolate London street. The wind howls, a mournful cry echoing through the deserted streets as snowflakes swirl around him. Each footstep crunches in the fresh snow, the only sound in the otherwise silent city. The heavy snowfall blurs the edges of buildings, creating an ethereal, ghostly atmosphere. He pulls his coat tighter, his face grim as the biting wind whips around him. Loneliness envelops him, as palpable as the snow that settles on his shoulders. The house looms, a dark monolith against the night. Shadows cling to the walls, obscuring details. Every window is dark, no light escape. An imposing door stands as the only entrance. The door is a heavy, forbidding barrier. Silence blankets the scene, amplifying the sense of isolation. Scrooge shuffles into his cold, empty house, his silhouette stark against the dim light. The heavy door creaks open, its echo swallowed by the oppressive silence within. He fumbles with the key, the metallic sound piercing the stillness. The lock clicks shut, a definitive sound of isolation. Scrooge secures himself from the outside world, his face etched with weariness. A palpable sense of loneliness hangs in the air as Scrooge retreats into the darkness. Flickering firelight dances across the sparsely furnished room, casting long shadows that amplify Scrooge's solitude. Scrooge sits hunched, a solitary figure against the encroaching darkness. He eats a meager meal, each movement slow and deliberate, as if conserving every ounce of energy. The silence in the room is heavy, a suffocating blanket woven from years of isolation. Only the crackling fire dares to break the oppressive quiet, a fragile defiance against the stillness. Each spark is a fleeting reminder of warmth, a stark contrast to the coldness that permeates Scrooge's heart. A single candle casts long shadows across the austere hallway of Scrooge's dwelling, the air thick with foreboding. The dull brass door knocker begins to writhe, a grotesque transformation unfolding in the dim light. Metal twists and contorts, taking on a horrifyingly familiar shape. The spectral face of Jacob Marley, Scrooge's deceased partner, materializes on the door. Marley's mournful visage is a chilling omen in the flickering candlelight. In his dimly lit chamber, Scrooge wrestles with disbelief, attempting to dismiss the vision as a figment of his weary mind. He tries to rationalize, yet a tremor betrays the depth of his unease, his face a mask of forced composure. The room seems to hold its breath, mirroring the battle within Scrooge as he fights to maintain his hardened facade. Despite his efforts, the encounter leaves him visibly shaken, a crack forming in the fortress of his indifference. Deep within Scrooge's silent house, an ominous sound pierces the stillness, signaling an awakening of unseen forces. The heavy chains begin to stir, their cold, metallic links clinking together with increasing urgency. Rattling echoes fill the house, each vibration carrying a weight of past regrets and impending doom. The chains grow louder, their ghostly presence creeping through the darkened halls and empty rooms. A symphony of spectral clangs resonates, foretelling a night of reckoning for the miserly Scrooge. The very foundations of the house seem to tremble as the chains escalate their haunting serenade. Eerie darkness fills Scrooge's room, the only light from dying embers casting long, haunting shadows across the walls. A spectral figure materializes, Jacob Marley, his face a mask of eternal torment. Heavy chains bind him, clanking ominously with each spectral movement, a burden of earthly sins. Lockboxes, keys, and ledgers dangle, each a testament to a life consumed by greed and regret. A lone candle flickers, casting dancing shadows across Scrooge's miserly abode. Scrooge, hunched and cold, clutches at the meager warmth of his fire. Suddenly, a spectral shimmer disrupts the gloom. Marley's ghost takes form. Chains clank ominously as Marley appears, a chilling spectre of regret. Marley warns, his voice echoing with sorrow. "Scrooge, I am here to warn you. They offer you a chance to avoid the fate that binds me." Marley pleads, his form wavering. Marley's ghost shimmers, its spectral form fading, a haunting presence in the dimly lit room. The chains that bind the spirit dissolve into nothingness, their soft rattle echoing in the silence. With a chilling whisper, the ghost vanishes, leaving Scrooge utterly alone. Scrooge's face is deathly pale, terror etched deeply into every line. His eyes dart nervously, searching for any lingering sign of the departed spirit. In his dimly lit chamber, Scrooge stumbles, his face etched with exhaustion and a haunting fear. He collapses heavily onto the bed, the weight of his terror pressing down. Shadows dance around him as he tries to find rest, but the fright lingers in the air. The old house creaks around him, amplifying his sense of isolation and dread. Scrooge awakens abruptly in his darkened bedroom, his eyes snapping open, wide with an unknown dread. The heavy silence of the room is broken by the chilling sound of a clock striking, its echoes sharp and distinct. Each chime reverberates, cutting through the stillness like shards of ice, intensifying Scrooge's unease. His breath catches in the cold air as he listens, a growing sense of foreboding washing over him. Darkness smothers Scrooge's bedroom, embers barely glowing. A soft, otherworldly light begins to seep into the oppressive gloom. The ghost of Christmas past shimmers into existence, ethereal and gentle, its form indistinct, a beacon piercing the shadows. Blinding light erupts from the ghost's head, casting frantic shadows. The room transforms, bathed in the past's radiant, spectral glow. A spectral glow intensifies in Scrooge's austere bedroom, casting eerie shadows that dance across the walls. The ghost seizes Scrooge's arm, his touch sending a chill that cuts through the room's oppressive atmosphere. The solid walls begin to dissolve, replaced by a swirling vortex of light and shadow, pulling Scrooge into the unknown. Scrooge's eyes widen in disbelief and fear as his familiar surroundings morph into an ethereal abyss. Moonlight bathes Scrooge's childhood town in spectral light, the snow muffling every sound under its serene blanket. In the schoolyard, young Scrooge stands alone, a solitary figure against the warm glow of the school windows. His breath mists in the frigid night air, each exhale a visible sign of his isolation. The school's cheerful lights cast long, stark shadows, deepening his sense of exclusion. No family warmth embraces him. Only the silent, watchful snow keeps him company. He is a lone silhouette, framed by the cold beauty of the night, marked by the silent solitude. In a dimly lit classroom, young Scrooge sits alone, lost in a book as snow falls gently outside. Empty desks surround him, stark reminders of the warm homes where other children celebrate. The soft rustling of pages fills the silent room, a world of stories, his only company. Snowflakes dance against the window, a silent ballet observed only by the solitary boy. He is engrossed in the world of his book, oblivious to the festive cheer just beyond the glass. Under a snowy sky, Fan's bright smile cuts through the desolate boarding school grounds. Through a frost-covered window, young Scrooge stands alone, a solitary figure against the cold. Fan waves excitedly, her youthful exuberance a stark contrast to the wintry scene. Young Scrooge's face lights up with pure joy at the sight of Fan chasing away the shadows. The air vibrates with laughter and music as Fezziwig's warehouse explodes with Christmas cheer. Colourful decorations transform the space into a vibrant, joyous haven. Fezziwig, a beacon of warmth, navigates the exuberant crowd with hearty greetings. His generosity radiates, touching every corner of the festive gathering. Each guest is enveloped in the spirit of the season, their faces glowing with delight. The very air crackles with the magic of Christmas Eve. In Fezziwig's warehouse, a Christmas Eve flashback bursts to life, filled with garlands and the warmth of shared joy. Young Scrooge, surprisingly light on his feet, whirls through the crowd, laughter echoing through the festive air. He twirls Dick Wilkins, another apprentice, their faces alight with pure, unadulterated joy. A diverse crowd of guests dances with wild abandon, their movements a blur of festive energy. The warehouse is transformed, adorned with wreaths and garlands, a haven from the winter outside. Every corner radiates with the palpable joy of Christmas, a stark contrast to Scrooge's future. In Fezziwig's transformed warehouse, youthful Scrooge watches the Christmas Eve revelry unfold. Music swells as dancers fill the floor, their laughter echoing through the festive air. Fezziwig, a beacon of warmth, conducts the joyous chaos with open-hearted generosity. A flicker of fondness crosses Scrooge's face, shadowed by the weight of paths not taken. The vibrant scene swirls around him, a poignant reminder of lost joy and youthful spirit. Years melt away as an older Scrooge stands with Belle. Affection shines in their eyes amidst the bustling street. Belle reminisces. "Do you remember when we first met, Ebenezer? Right here, by this very street." Scrooge smiles faintly. "Of course, Belle. How could I forget? It seems like only yesterday. A wistful shadow crosses Belle's face. You were so different then, full of dreams, not just numbers. Scrooge's gaze hardens. Dreams are a luxury, Belle. Numbers are real. They build empires. Years later, sunlight pierces through the window, illuminating dust motes dancing around Belle and Scrooge. Belle stands firm, a half-packed trunk, a silent witness to her impending departure. Scrooge fidgets, unable to meet Belle's gaze, lost in an unseen distance. I release you, Belle declares, her voice filled with a sorrowful resolve. But Belle, Scrooge begins, his plea hanging in the air, unanswered. There is another idol, Belle says. A golden one, her words echoing in the sunlit room. Years later, Belle's home glows with warmth. Children's laughter fills the air, a stark contrast to Scrooge's solitude. Belle, now older, watches her children play, her eyes reflecting a life filled with joy and love. From afar, Scrooge observes Belle's happiness, his face a canvas of sadness and deep regret. The joyous scene underscores Scrooge's loss, highlighting the profound impact of his past choices. In the dim solitude of his bedroom, Scrooge is drowning in a torrent of emotion. Tears stream down his face, tracing paths through years of regret and isolation. He clasps his hands, a gesture of desperate supplication in the silent room. His voice cracks, a fragile plea escaping his lips into the night. Take me back! Please, I beg you, take me back! He cries, his words echoing with raw, exposed vulnerability. The spectral glow fades, leaving Scrooge alone in the chilling darkness of his vast bedroom. Heavy curtains, like iron shields, are drawn tight, barricading the night and its secrets. He lies still, the silence amplifying the echo of ghostly visions in his heavy heart. The cold air returns, a stark reminder of his solitary existence. Scrooge is lost in thought. Scrooge's eyes snap open in the darkness, a cold sweat clinging to his brow, his heart pounding against the silence. Confusion clouds his gaze as he sits bolt upright, the oppressive stillness of his bedroom amplifying his unease. The distant chime of a clock pierces the heavy silence, each strike echoing like a ghostly warning. He strains to listen, the sound amplifying his sense of dread. What awaits him in the shadows? Apprehension grips him as he stares into the inky black, every corner of the room seeming to hold a hidden threat. Scrooge's bedroom transforms, bathed in an otherworldly glow as the ghost of Christmas present appears. The ghost, a jolly giant, fills the room with booming laughter, shaking the very foundations of Scrooge's miserly existence. A lavish feast materializes around him, a stark contrast to Scrooge's usual bare existence. Platters overflow with roasted meats, pyramids of fruit rise high, and spiced wine steams invitingly. The rich aroma of the feast permeates the air, a tantalizing invitation to abandon Scrooge's solitary ways. The ghost's generous spirit and the feast's opulence challenge the very core of Scrooge's stingy heart. In the dim light, the ghost's spectral hand beckons Scrooge, an invitation into the unknown. Scrooge's eyes widen, fear mingling with a morbid curiosity as he prepares to leave his familiar chamber. The bustling city streets await, a stark contrast to the solitude of Scrooge's bedroom. Guided by the ghost, Scrooge steps out, ready to confront the visions that await. The journey begins, a spectral odyssey through the heart of the city's vibrant yet unforgiving streets. London's streets burst with Christmas cheer, a vibrant tapestry of bustling crowds and festive decorations. Laughter echoes through the crisp winter air, mingling with the joyous carols sung by street performers. Families stroll hand in hand, their faces alight with warmth and holiday spirit. Brightly adorned shops spill onto the sidewalks, showcasing glittering gifts and seasonal treats. A sense of communal celebration fills the streets, uniting strangers in shared merriment. The air crackles with anticipation, a palpable sense of joy permeating every corner. The Cratchit home, cramped yet warm, a haven against the winter's chill. A meager fire dances in the hearth, casting shadows that flicker with life. Around a small table, the Cratchit family gathers, their patched clothes a stark contrast to the brightness in their eyes. Their Christmas dinner is sparse, yet gratitude radiates from them, a tangible warmth that defies their poverty. Smiles stretch across their faces, reflecting a joy that transcends material wealth, celebrating the simple gift of being together. Inside Bob Cratchit's home, a festive spirit glows despite the humble setting. Tiny Tim, frail yet radiant, sits at the Christmas table, his eyes sparkling. A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us, Tiny Tim exclaims with heartfelt joy. His small hand raises a glass, offering an unexpected gesture of goodwill. And a special toast to Mr. Scrooge, Tiny Tim declares, his voice filled with innocent gratitude. Without whom we would not be here today, he finishes, a poignant reminder of their benefactor. Inside the humble Cratchit home, warmth radiates from the Christmas feast. Scrooge observes the Cratchit family, a silent witness to their simple joy. Faces glow with happiness, despite their meager circumstances, a stark contrast to Scrooge's solitude. A flicker of pity crosses Scrooge's face, quickly followed by a hint of admiration. The Cratchit's unwavering spirit touches something deep within Scrooge's hardened heart. Fred's house bursts with life, a Christmas party in full, joyous swing. Laughter echoes, a symphony of holiday cheer filling every corner. Guests whirl in dance, their movements a blur of festive colour. Games unfold, playful competitions sparking smiles and excitement. The air crackles with the warmth of camaraderie and celebration. A kaleidoscope of joy paints Fred's house in the heart of Christmas. Warm light bathes Fred's decorated living room, filled with the sounds of joyful chatter and bright laughter. Fred, beaming with holiday cheer, raises his wineglass amidst his guests, a picture of festive goodwill. His expression turns earnest as he speaks of a stubborn hope, a warmth in his eyes defying the cold outside. I have no patience for Uncle Scrooge's misanthropy, Fred declares, his voice resonating with conviction. I believe there is good in him, he insists, clinging to hope that even Scrooge's heart might one day soften. Outside Fred's warmly lit house, Scrooge peers in, his face a mask of longing and regret in the cold winter air. Laughter and music spill out, each note a painful reminder of the joy he has always denied himself. He watches the merry scene, a ghost at the window, separated by his own choices. A pang of loneliness grips Scrooge's heart, a stark contrast to the warmth he witnesses but cannot share. The ghost of Christmas present gestures, a dramatic flourish in the dim light of Scrooge's bedroom. From beneath the folds of his robes, two gaunt, ragged children emerge, clinging to the spirit. Their eyes, hollow and pleading, pierce Scrooge's hardened heart. They are ignorance and want. "Beware them, Scrooge. Beware them most of all," warns the ghost, his voice echoing with grave importance. The ghost of Christmas present fades, leaving Ebenezer Scrooge alone in the dimly lit vastness of his bedroom. Heavy drapes seal out the city, emphasizing the solitude. Only the crackling fireplace breaks the silence. Sitting upright, pillows supporting him, Scrooge's face is a canvas of fear and deep contemplation. His grip tightens on the bedsheets, knuckles bone white against the dark fabric. The room stills. The dying embers cast flickering shadows, dancing across Scrooge's troubled face in the quiet room. The clock's resonant strike tears through the silence, jolting Scrooge awake in his grand bed. His eyes snap open, wide with a disoriented mix of confusion and growing apprehension. He sits upright, the heavy blankets falling away as he tries to gather his bearings. The room is cloaked in dim light, shadows dancing ominously from the dying embers in the fireplace. Every flicker of light seems to whisper secrets, heightening Scrooge's unease. An eerie silence descends as the ghost of Christmas yet to come appears, filling Scrooge's room with an aura of chilling dread. The towering figure, cloaked in shadow, stands motionless, a stark embodiment of future's cold certainty. Darkness seems to emanate from the silent spectre, a visual representation of the inevitable fate awaiting Scrooge. The room holds its breath, the air heavy with the unspoken warnings of a future yet unwritten. In his dim bedroom, Scrooge stares, bewildered, as the ghost of Christmas past extends a luminous, spectral hand. A vortex of swirling light and shadows erupts, filling the room with ethereal energy. Scrooge and the ghost are caught in the vortex, pulled away from the familiar. Their forms blur as they are enveloped by the swirling energies, embarking on a journey through time. Above the crowded London streets, sleek hovercars glide in perfect silence, a testament to future's promise. Businessmen pause, holographic newspapers casting ghostly light on their faces, their conversation laced with indifference. "So, Scrooge kicked the bucket, huh?" one says, his tone devoid of sympathy. "Yeah, finally. Good riddance, I say," another replies, echoing the sentiment. "Funeral's tomorrow. Anyone going?" A pause then. "Only if there's a free lunch." Inside the pawn shop, grim-faced charwomen gather, their desperation palpable under the dim, flickering lights. They furtively present their meagre offerings, a tarnished watch, a threadbare coat, whispers of past lives. Each item carries a silent story of hardship, a testament to a future where survival is a daily theft. The pawnbroker, a shifty-eyed man, appraises the goods with a cold, calculating gaze. His greasy hair and piercing eyes reflect the harsh realities of a world where value is measured in scarcity. A transaction of despair unfolds, a bleak tableau of survival in a broken future. Inside the dim pawnbrokers, dust dances in the light, illuminating forgotten treasures and hushed secrets. Anna and Betty huddle at the counter, their faces a canvas of guilt tinged with amusement. Anna speaks, her voice low. "He was such a miser anyway. Never spent a dime on himself," Betty retorts, a hint of defiance in her tone. Good riddance, I say, and easy come, easy go, right? The pawnbroker watches them, his expression unreadable in the shop's dim, swirling haze. Sorrow chokes the small room. The walls seem to press in on the grieving Cratchit family. Each member huddles close, a silent fortress against the crushing weight of loss. Their faces, once bright with love, are now etched with a deep, inconsolable grief. Empty space, a void where Tiny Tim's laughter and light used to fill the room. The absence hangs heavy, a palpable presence in the heart of the devastated family. A silent testament to a life lived, loved, and now painfully missed. In his dimly lit home, Bob Cratchit sits in his worn armchair, sorrow deeply etched into his face. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating dust motes like memories dancing in the air. Despite his heartbreak, a gentle smile graces his lips as he recalls happier days. A poignant tableau of loss and love, etched in the quiet sorrow of a father's heart. In a graveyard of the future, a freshly dug grave gapes open, the raw earth a stark contrast to the aged stones. The ghost gestures towards the open grave, an invitation to a dark destiny. A chilling wind whispers through the tombstones, carrying secrets of lives ended too soon. The air is thick with the scent of turned earth and the silent screams of forgotten souls. In a graveyard of the future, sunlight gleams off weathered headstones, casting long shadows across the forgotten plots. The ghost silently floats, a translucent figure amidst the somber stones, an ethereal guide in this desolate landscape. With a gesture, the ghost extends a shimmering, translucent finger, pointing with purpose and silent authority. The finger rests upon a weathered headstone, its surface worn smooth by time and the relentless caress of the elements. Carved into the cold, unforgiving stone is a name, a stark revelation etched for eternity. Scrooge. Under a sky of foreboding grey, Scrooge confronts the ultimate dread, his own gravestone, stark and final. His face is a mask of raw horror, each line etched deep with the weight of his past and the terror of his future. Clutching at the ghost's spectral robes, he pleads, his voice trembling with desperation. "Give me another chance!" His anguished cry echoes through the silent graveyard, a desperate plea against the cold, unyielding stone. A biting wind howls through the graveyard, each gust a mournful sigh among the ancient tombstones. Scrooge kneels before his grave, his gaunt face a mask of despair, tears freezing on his pallid cheeks. The stark inscription on the stone mocks him, a cold reminder of his impending doom. His voice cracks with desperate resolve. "I will change, I swear it. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me." Sunlight floods Scrooge's bedroom, painting the air with dancing dust motes. Scrooge jolts awake, sitting upright in his bed, eyes wide with disbelief. A wave of pure, unadulterated joy washes over his astonished features. He stares into the sunlit room, a new dawn breaking not just outside, but within him. His heart swells with a warmth he hasn't felt in decades, a stark contrast to the cold. The transformation is complete, the old miser replaced by a man reborn with joy. Sunlight floods Scrooge's bedroom, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Scrooge jolts awake, sitting upright in his bed, a sudden shock in his eyes. His gaze darts around the room, taking in every detail with newfound awareness. The weight of his past actions crashes over him in this moment of clarity. A profound change begins to stir within him, a chance for redemption. He clutches the bedsheets, hope flickering in his eyes amidst lingering fear. On a bustling London street, Scrooge bursts forth, his face radiant with joy. He becomes a beacon of holiday cheer, his transformation complete. With a hearty voice, Scrooge shouts, "Merry Christmas!" to every passer-by. His voice rings with a warmth that melts the winter air, a genuine cheer. Scrooge's joyous cries echo through the festive streets, spreading warmth. A flurry of snow fills the bustling London street, a dance of winter magic on Christmas Day. Scrooge emerges, a changed man, his jovial skip a stark contrast to his former self. He points with emphatic glee at the largest turkey, a symbol of his newfound generosity. "That one, the biggest you have, and have it sent anonymously to Bob Cratchit's family," he declares. Sunlight floods Scrooge's counting house, dust motes swirling as a transformed Scrooge smiles genuinely. Bob Cratchit stands tentatively before Scrooge, clutching his hat, a mix of hope and apprehension in his eyes. Scrooge's voice rings with unexpected warmth. "Bob Cratchit, a Merry Christmas," Cratchit responds. "Merry Christmas to you too, sir," his voice barely a whisper of disbelief. "I am about to raise your salary," Scrooge declares, "and endeavour to assist your struggling family." Bob Cratchit sits at his desk, the quill momentarily still in his hand, a wide, unrestrained smile lighting up his face. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air of Scrooge's counting house. He glances around the room, his eyes lingering on the empty stool where Scrooge once sat, a ghost of Christmas past. A palpable sense of relief washes over him, the weight of hardship momentarily lifted. The air is filled with a quiet joy, a stark contrast to the cold, calculating atmosphere of days gone by. Happiness radiates from him, a beacon of hope in the once dreary counting house. Scrooge hesitates at Fred's door, lights spilling into the cold. The sounds of laughter and warmth pull him inside. He steps into a scene of vibrant Christmas joy. Fred greets Scrooge with open arms and a beaming smile. Genuine warmth radiates from Fred's welcoming embrace. Scrooge is enveloped in holiday cheer and acceptance. Scrooge, beaming with joy, presides over a festive table laden with delicacies, surrounded by the warmth of Christmas. Laughter echoes through Fred's house, mingling with the scent of pine and cinnamon as family shares stories. The hearth crackles, casting dancing shadows as platters of roast turkey are passed, a feast for the senses. The room glows, filled with love and light, a stark contrast to the Scrooge of Christmas past. London streets bustle with Christmas cheer as Scrooge walks through, a radiant smile transforming his once stern face. He tips his hat, his eyes twinkling with a warmth that melts the frosty air, spreading unexpected joy. Carolers' joyous melodies fill the air, mingling with the tempting aroma of roasted chestnuts. Scrooge halts to aid a struggling family, his hearty laughter blending with their grateful voices. He becomes a beacon of holiday spirit, radiating goodwill with every step he takes. The city embraces Scrooge's newfound generosity, his heart overflowing with the magic of Christmas. The Cratchit home glows, a warm fire casting shadows on faces alight with joy. The table groans under the weight of roasted goose, puddings and vegetables. Laughter and chatter fill the room, a symphony of Christmas cheer. Bob Cratchit, beaming, carves the goose with renewed energy and gratitude. Tiny Tim, perched high, savors each bite with wide-eyed wonder and delight. The air hangs heavy with spices and the sweet promise of a Christmas miracle. Warmth and the aroma of Christmas fill the Cratchit small room, a haven of joy against the winter's chill. Around the table, the Cratchit family's faces beam, reflecting the simple pleasures of their humble feast. Tiny Tim, frail but radiant, raises his glass, his eyes sparkling with innocent gratitude. His small voice rings out, a beacon of goodwill. A toast to Mr. Scrooge. He's a kind and generous man. The family echoes the toast, their hearts warmed by Tiny Tim's unwavering optimism. A poignant moment of unity and hope, a testament to the enduring spirit of Christmas. Snowflakes dance in the winter air as Scrooge, softened with kindness, walks with Tiny Tim, a stark contrast to gloom of Christmases past. Tiny Tim, no longer frail, clutches Scrooge's hand, managing a skip, his face reflecting the warmth in Scrooge's eyes. Vibrant shop windows mirror their joyful faces, a testament to Scrooge's transformation. London streets echo with newfound joy as Scrooge embraces the spirit of Christmas, hand in hand with Tiny Tim. London streets burst with Christmas cheer, a stark contrast to Scrooge's past. Scrooge, transformed, his face now etched with kindness, hands out gifts to gleeful children. Laughter echoes, a symphony of joy as warmth spreads through the festive crowd. He stands as a beacon of compassion, a beloved figure in the city's heart. Scrooge's generosity illuminates the streets, banishing shadows of his miserly past. Years later, Scrooge sits at his desk, transformed from miser to benevolent employer. Sunlight streams into Scrooge's counting house, now a haven of warmth and generosity. The once austere room now buzzes with the cheerful industry of happy workers. Scrooge's face is etched with kindness, a stark contrast to his former miserly visage. The air is filled with the sounds of laughter and goodwill, a testament to Scrooge's change. Years later, the counting house is filled with light, a stark contrast to its former gloom. Bob Cratchit, no longer a clerk but a partner, sits opposite Scrooge. They work in unison, a subtle harmony now evident in their shared endeavours. The air is thick with mutual respect, a quiet acknowledgement of their shared journey. A palpable sense of warmth permeates the once cold counting house. Years later, London streets bustle with laughter, a joyful symphony echoing through the crisp winter air. Snow falls softly, a gentle hush blanketing the cobblestone streets in a serene, white embrace. Scrooge is remembered, his name whispered with warmth, as a man who truly knew how to keep Christmas. In the town square, a statue of Scrooge stands tall, adorned with festive garlands, a symbol of redemption. Sunlight bathes bustling London streets, years after Scrooge's transformation, a vibrant testament to enduring Christmas spirit. Laughter echoes as families stroll, their faces alight with joy, sharing stories of generosity and newfound warmth. A street musician plays carols, his melodies weaving through the crowd, a gentle reminder of redemption and kindness. Children exchange gifts, their eyes sparkling with excitement, embodying the spirit of giving that Scrooge once scorned. The essence of Christmas thrives, a vibrant legacy carried in the hearts of those touched by Scrooge's changed life. The counting house is filled with a gentle light, highlighting the transformation in Scrooge's demeanor. His face, once hard and unforgiving, now radiates with kindness and warmth. Lines of worry and greed have softened, replaced by a genuine serenity. A subtle smile plays on his lips, hinting at the profound change within him. His eyes sparkle with newfound joy, reflecting a heart finally at peace. A bustling London street, alive with Christmas cheer across time. Generations unite in festive celebration, their faces alight with joy. Echoes of Scrooge's transformation resonate, a spirit of giving reborn. Laughter and carols fill the air, a symphony of holiday warmth. The timeless essence of Christmas shines brightly in every era. Inside the Cratchit house, the faint light reveals a somber space, shadowed with memories and unspoken hopes. A portrait of Tiny Tim hangs prominently, a silent testament to generosity and a promise kept. The portrait serves as a constant, gentle reminder of Scrooge's transformation. Each brushstroke captures Tiny Tim's spirit, watching over the family with a quiet, enduring presence. The graveyard stretches under a somber sky, its ancient stones whispering tales of lives long past. Leaves rustle like hushed secrets among the silent tombs. The camera lingers on one grave, more imposing than the rest, a monument to a life's end. The stone declares Jacob Marley, his name etched in stark, unforgiving letters. An inscription reveals a chilling truth, a life devoured by greed. Marley's grave stands as a grim warning, a testament to earthly obsessions and their ultimate price. Sunlight floods Scrooge's counting house, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Scrooge gazes out the window, a soft smile gracing his lips, a stark contrast to his former self. His eyes, once clouded with avarice, now reflect a newfound appreciation. A sense of peace washes over him as he reflects on his past. He feels grateful for his present, the sunlight warming his face. Sunlight bathes a bustling London street, alive with the promise of a new day. Children's voices rise in song, their innocent carols filling the air with hope. Each note carries a whisper of renewal, echoing off the ancient buildings. The melody weaves through the crowd, a beacon of light in the urban landscape. Faces light up as they pass, touched by the simple beauty of the children's song. A sense of peace settles over the street, a moment of shared joy and reflection. Dim light reveals Scrooge's counting house, a place of cold ledgers and colder hearts. Bob Cratchit shuffles in, his worn hat clutched tight, each step echoing in the frigid air. His breath mists before him, a fragile cloud in the oppressive chill of the room. He offers a timid greeting, his voice barely a whisper. "Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge." The words hang in the air, a stark contrast to the unyielding gloom that permeates everything. Sunlight streams into Scrooge's counting house, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Scrooge's stern facade melts away, replaced by a genuine, warm smile. The smile deepens as he gazes towards Bob, a rare display of affection. The counting house, usually a place of gloom, is momentarily brightened by Scrooge's uncharacteristic joy. A subtle shift in atmosphere as the weight of greed lifts, revealing a glimmer of humanity in Scrooge. The change in Scrooge hints at a potential for redemption, a flicker of hope in the stark setting. The camera reveals a vibrant London street scene, alive with the hustle and bustle of daily life. A blanket of festive cheer descends as Christmas decorations adorn every corner, shimmering in the daylight. The city is bathed in the warm glow of the Christmas spirit, inviting and joyous. A panoramic view captures the essence of London's holiday charm, a festive spectacle. Scrooge sits bathed in the fire's warm glow, his face softened by a serene smile, a stark contrast to his former self. The room radiates a comforting aura, each flicker of the flames dancing with the echoes of his past. He is content, the once heavy chains of greed and bitterness now shattered, replaced by lightness and peace. The air hums with the sweet resonance of redemption, a testament to the profound change within his heart. Every object in the room seems to reflect his newfound joy, whispering tales of a transformed life. In the quiet of the night, Scrooge embodies the spirit of compassion, a beacon of hope against the shadows. Night descends on a London street, the city lights glowing softly against the dark sky. Snow begins to fall, each flake a tiny dancer in the night, transforming the scene. The world is slowly draped in a pristine white blanket, muffling the city's sounds. Lamplight casts a warm glow on the accumulating snow, highlighting its delicate texture. The falling snow whispers promises of purity and forgiveness over the bustling city. A serene, ethereal beauty washes over London, momentarily silencing its chaotic heart. Sunlight streams into Scrooge's counting house, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Scrooge and Bob Cratchit work diligently, a silent understanding passing between them. The rhythmic scratching of quills fills the room, a testament to their shared purpose. Scrooge glances at Bob, a flicker of gratitude softening his features. Bob returns a warm smile, his eyes reflecting genuine respect and affection. Side by side, they embody redemption, their partnership a beacon of hope. Sunlight bathes the bustling London street, its energy reflecting off the vibrant life of the town square. A newly erected statue gleams. The bronze figure of Scrooge stands tall, overlooking the lively square. A benevolent smile graces Scrooge's face, captured in bronze, radiating warmth and generosity. Scrooge, once a miser, now immortalized as a symbol of kindness, forever watching over London. The statue stands as a testament to transformation, a beacon of hope, and the enduring power of change. In the Cratchit house, warmth radiates from the family gathered around the Christmas tree. Faces glow with happiness, reflecting the positive change in their lives. The room is filled with gratitude, a testament to Scrooge's kindness. Each member shares a joyful smile, a simple gift of genuine appreciation. The light from the tree casts a gentle glow, enhancing their heartfelt expressions. A palpable sense of unity and love envelops the Cratchit family on Christmas Day. A lone snowflake falls, magnified, its intricate design a fleeting masterpiece against the urban backdrop. Each delicate point mirrors the individuality of every soul in the bustling London street below. The camera descends, revealing the city awash in a gentle snowfall. Londoners hurry along, each a unique story unfolding amidst the winter's hush. The snowflake melts, a reminder of life's ephemeral beauty and the preciousness of every moment. Scrooge is alone in his counting house, surrounded by towering ledgers, a fortress of wealth built on years of relentless accumulation. The quill scratches against parchment as he signs a check, the sum a testament to surprising generosity, rare for him. For a fleeting moment, his stern features soften, a crack in the hardened facade, revealing a glimpse of something more. The donation, a beacon of charity, contrasts starkly with the cold, calculating world he inhabits. A long, winding queue of London's poor snakes down the bustling street, their worn faces etched with hardship. Fragile hope flickers in their eyes as they await the promise of food and clothing. Each step forward is a testament to their enduring spirit, fueled by necessity and resilience. The air hangs heavy with a palpable sense of gratitude, a silent acknowledgement of shared struggle. Despite their circumstances, dignity prevails among those seeking solace on London's unforgiving streets. A warm glow bathes Scrooge's face, softened by time, as he sits amidst a circle of eager, bright-eyed children. His gentle hands hold a Christmas storybook, each page turned with care, revealing tales of joy and redemption. Scrooge begins to read, his voice a comforting melody in the silent room. And so, Tiny Tim said, "God bless us, everyone," Scrooge reads, his eyes twinkling with newfound joy. The children look on with rapt attention, their hearts filled with the spirit of Christmas and the magic of Scrooge's words. A bustling London street, alive with festive cheer. Faces of Londoners, radiant with Christmas joy. Laughter and carols fill the crisp winter air. A city adorned in twinkling lights and vibrant colors. The spirit of Christmas shines in every smile. London embraces the magic of the holiday season. Sunlight pierces the gloom of Scrooge's counting house, revealing swirling dust. Scrooge sits at his desk, a rare sentimentality softening his features. Bob Cratchit diligently scribbles notes, perched on his stool. Scrooge speaks, his voice unusually tender. "To my dearest friend, Bob Cratchit, words cannot express my gratitude for your unwavering loyalty." Scrooge finishes, his gaze fixed on Bob and steadfast companionship. On a bustling London street, the crisp winter air carries the scent of roasted chestnuts and anticipation. A group of carolers stands together, their breath misting in the cold as they prepare to sing. Their voices rise in harmonious chorus, filling the street with warmth and festive cheer. The melody drifts through the crowd, drawing smiles and nostalgic memories to the surface. Inside the Cratchit house, Tiny Tim sits nestled on Scrooge's lap, a picture of innocent affection. His small frame is almost lost within the folds of Scrooge's coat, a stark contrast in size and age. Tim's eyes, wide and luminous, reflect pure love as he gazes up at Scrooge. The bond between them shines brightly, a beacon of hope and newfound connection. In that shared gaze, a silent promise of redemption and affection is exchanged. London stretches out, a vast tapestry of buildings under a bright, hopeful sky. The city pulses with life, a beacon of unity and shared purpose shining brightly. Sunlight glints off rooftops and windows, reflecting a newfound sense of optimism. The air seems lighter, filled with an unspoken promise of a brighter future. A symphony of city sounds blends into a harmonious chorus of goodwill. London stands tall, a testament to resilience and the enduring power of hope. Inside, Scrooge gazes out at the softly falling snow, a serene tableau against the dark night. The gentle flakes create a hushed symphony, mirroring the newfound calm within his heart. His eyes, once hardened by greed, now reflect a gentle acceptance and quiet joy. A sense of profound peace settles over him, a stark contrast to the turmoil of Christmases past. The snow continues its descent, blanketing the world in a serene, hopeful hush. A bustling London street scene unfolds under a crisp, clear day, alive with the festive spirit of Christmas. Banners flutter proclaiming Merry Christmas to all across the vibrant town square. Shoppers hurry along, their arms laden with gifts, their faces lit with seasonal cheer. The air is filled with the cheerful sounds of carols and the distant peal of church bells. A towering Christmas tree dominates the square, its twinkling lights casting a warm glow. Laughter and joyful chatter echo through the crowd, painting a picture of Yuletide bliss. Inside his counting house, Scrooge closes his ledger, the day's profits laid bare before him. A rare, genuine smile softens his features, a fleeting glimpse of contentment in his eyes. For a moment, the weight of his wealth lifts, replaced by a sense of quiet satisfaction. The harsh lines of his face relax, hinting at a gratitude rarely seen in the miserly Scrooge. He seems genuinely satisfied with the day's work and grateful for his blessings. A London street bustles with activity, the crisp winter air filled with the contagious joy of Christmas. The camera sweeps across the diverse faces of Londoners, each reflecting the warm spirit of the holiday season. Smiles abound as shoppers hurry by, laden with gifts and good cheer, their eyes sparkling with anticipation. The festive atmosphere is palpable, a vibrant tapestry of humanity united in the celebration of Christmas. In the humble Cratchit home, a small Christmas tree radiates warmth, its lights mirroring the hope in their eyes. The family gathers close, their faces glowing with a shared joy that transcends their modest surroundings. A silent gratitude fills the room, each member cherishing the newfound peace and generosity. The children's laughter echoes softly, a testament to the transformed spirit of Christmas in their home. Their eyes reflect a deep thankfulness for Scrooge's changed heart, a beacon of kindness in their lives. The Cratchit family's bond strengthens, united by the spirit of goodwill and the magic of the season. A single snowflake, a fleeting jewel, descends from the winter sky, catching the light. The snowflake drifts gently against the backdrop of a bustling London street. Each delicate point of the snowflake catches the ambient light, revealing its unique design. Its intricate structure mirrors the hidden beauty within the ordinary, a reminder of the unique and fragile nature of every existence. Lost in the city, yet unique, it reflects light. In his dimly lit counting house, Scrooge hunches over his desk, the scratching of his quill filling the cold air. He finishes the document with a flourish, the weight of the transaction evident in his tight grip. Scrooge signs the cheque with a grim satisfaction, the sum a testament to his relentless pursuit. He hands the cheque to the waiter with a dismissive gesture, his eyes betraying no warmth or generosity. The waiter bows deeply, the shadow accentuating his weary expression. The cheque passes, a symbol of Scrooge's wealth against the backdrop of the counting house's stark reality. A London street teems with a line of the poor, their weary faces reflecting the harsh realities of their lives. Hope flickers in their eyes as they await the promise of food and clothing, a lifeline in their daily struggle. Gratitude mingles with hardship, etching deep lines into their faces as they inch closer to relief. The line snakes down the street, a stark reminder of the city's forgotten souls seeking solace and support. A warm, inviting glow envelops Scrooge's house, now a haven of joy and festive cheer. Scrooge, radiating kindness, is the center of attention, surrounded by a circle of bright-eyed children. He reads aloud, his voice filled with warmth, as he shares a cherished Christmas story. "And so Tiny Tim, bless him, observed, 'God bless us every one,'" Scrooge reads, his face glowing. London street bustles with Christmas cheer. Faces glow with holiday spirit. Smiles abound amidst the festive scene. A city pulses with Yuletide joy. The air vibrates with Christmas magic. Londoners embrace the season's warmth. Sunlight floods Scrooge's counting house, revealing dust motes dancing in the air. Scrooge, surprisingly jovial, sits at his large desk, quill in hand. Bob Cratchit stands patiently, quill and parchment ready, awaiting Scrooge's dictation. Scrooge looks up, a rare smile gracing his lips as he addresses Cratchit. "Bob, my dear friend, begin." "To my dearest friend and partner, Bob Cratchit." On a bustling London street, a group of carolers gathers, their voices rising in a joyful symphony. Their harmonious chorus fills the air, weaving a tapestry of festive cheer through the city. Each note resonates with the spirit of the season, inviting passers-by to pause and listen. The carolers' voices blend seamlessly, their collective song creating a moment of shared joy. Inside the Cratchit home, sunlight warms the room as Tiny Tim sits upon Scrooge's lap. Tiny Tim's eyes sparkle, filled with pure love and admiration for Scrooge. A tender moment unfolds, bridging two hearts with unspoken affection. The simple scene radiates warmth, illuminating the room with joy. The bustling London street unfolds, alive with the energy of a new day. The camera ascends, revealing the city in its vastness. Sunlight bathes the buildings, each a testament to resilience. London transforms, a beacon of hope shining brightly. A symphony of goodwill echoes through the streets. The city pulses with renewed vigor, embracing the promise of tomorrow. Inside, Scrooge peers through the frosty window, the soft glow of the hearth casting dancing shadows across his aged features. Outside, snow falls like a soft curtain, blurring the edges of the world and muffling the sounds of the night. A profound sense of peace settles over Scrooge. A quiet contentment he had long forgotten, now warming his heart. The falling snow reflects in his eyes, each flake a tiny spark of joy in the silent, peaceful night. A vibrant London street bursts to life, a symphony of motion and festive cheer under the crisp daylight. Buses rumble, Taxis honk and pedestrians hurry, their breaths misting in the cold air. Shops gleam with inviting displays, their windows reflecting the bustling street scene. A banner proclaims, "Merry Christmas to all," its joyful message arching over the town square. Laughter echoes through the square as shoppers search for gifts. The air is filled with anticipation of the holiday, a festive spirit embracing all. Inside his counting house, Scrooge closes his ledger, the sound echoing in the otherwise silent room. A rare, genuine smile softens Scrooge's stern features, hinting at a contentment rarely seen. The smile deepens as he contemplates his blessings, a fleeting moment of gratitude. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air around him. His eyes, usually sharp and calculating, now reflect a softer, more peaceful light. He leans back, a portrait of quiet satisfaction in his domain of ledgers and coins. A bustling London street, alive with the joyous chaos of Christmas. Faces of Londoners light up with festive cheer. Smiles abound, reflecting the shared spirit of the holiday season. The air vibrates with the energy of Christmas shoppers and carolers. A city united in celebration, embracing the warmth of Christmas. London's skyline twinkles under a canopy of Christmas lights, a beacon of warmth cutting through the night. Festive decorations drape every building, casting a soft, inviting glow across the bustling streets. The air vibrates with the quiet hum of goodwill, a palpable sense of peace settling over the city. A scene of serene beauty unfolds, reflecting kindness in the heart of London's vibrant night. In the quiet of night, Scrooge slumbers peacefully in his bed, a serene smile gracing his lips. His face, once etched with bitterness, now reflects a newfound happiness. Soft moonlight bathes the room, casting a gentle glow upon the sleeping figure. The air is still, filled with a sense of tranquility and contentment. Scrooge's peaceful rest speaks volumes of the transformation he has undergone. The bustling London street fades below as the camera tilts up towards the expansive sky, searching for light. Amidst the vast expanse, a single star emerges, shining with a remarkable intensity, a beacon in the daylight. Its radiant glow pierces through the urban haze, a solitary promise of hope and renewal in the heart of the city. A reminder that even in the most crowded places, there's always room for a light to shine, especially at Christmas. Darkness begins to consume the screen, a gradual fade into the infinite abyss. The last vestiges of light surrender, leaving only the void. A voice echoes from the fading light, a warm blessing offered into the void. "God bless us, everyone," the narration proclaims, resonating in the darkness. Complete darkness. A final, silent benediction hangs in the air.